And yeah, I mean, what's the point of earning money if you don't spend them? Yep, that is so true. That is so true. Yeah, the ones which is locked as other systems, other types. So you have to choose the fuselage, the core, which will be S-classified, the wings you have gotten. It will highlight the one. You can only make that one that you got the parts for, but there's enough for a whole ship. Yeah? And you just put on what you have got, what parts you have, and then you assemble it and you have the ship. You have to go over to hauler down here, and then you choose that one. GS class reactor core, the Vulture wings, I think they sit in the bottom, don't they? Yeah, there. Changing. I wouldn't worry about damage. That is not one you want to fight in anyway. Now you only have those parts you need. I don't think you need to wait. You only have those four. Yeah, there's four parts all in all. So you just put them in and assemble it, and then you have the ship. Yeah, that will be fixed when you assemble it. You only have the parts you need, so you're not putting any other parts in. Only use the vulture parts and exactly. Yeah? Okay, what is this system? Red. Okay. Yeah, just assemble it and have some fun with it. I mean, it's a good hauler, and so this is the last jump location. Yeah. It can always be made better with mods anyway, so don't be too fussed with that at this point. So I am about to actually jump. So look now what you have to do when you are doing a jump through a galaxy. So I take all modules and store them in my cargo part. It's not everything you can take. There is some which you're born with, you need to keep. Well, thank you, Wicked. That is very amazing. So I will come to a new planet with no protection. And that's where it is slightly tricky, I can tell you. So I have taken off everything which I had. And I don't want to do that on the ship, so I will just before I change, I will make sure I have some fuel, because you have to have full fuel. Oh no, 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 no. I think it's bad enough to do it on everything else. Do I want to do it in this? No, there's a lot on that. I need a multi-tool with minimal things on. Or one which is already damaged. Actually, this might be fine. I will try at some point. But at this point, I'm not confident. So, I wonder if I actually can jump in this. Normally you don't, I will say that, so... So I have selected the galaxy center. And we go. So this is how it looks like when you jump from the center. Just remember, everything you have on the ship and your multi-tool and your exosuit will be damaged. So make sure you have alternatives, because you can swap around when you land. Can be a little bit daunting for us on Permadeath because we don't know what environment we get into. However, we should be experienced enough to quickly do something about it. So I'm sent to Doctinawyra. Jesus. These, oh, they are. But that's galaxy number 20. And you go through the same things as when you start the game. I hope I'm not flying around in space.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So the first thing I always would do when I get to an unknown place,
Radiation protection falling.
yeah, go into a cave. Change your multi-tool to something which works. Yeah, all the missions is counting up again. That's what is standing. I don't know, it's never done that before, but that's actually fine. So when you are in a cave, you are actually safe, or relatively safe. There is certain things which, like those, that will actually try to kill you, but kill them before they kill you. Yeah, but remember, it's a survival game, so your primary things is actually to survive. Everything else comes secondary. As long as you survive, everything is good. So I could now choose to put up everything on my exosuit, or I could call my proper ship and sit in that and do it. Both would be equally safe. There's a lovely flat spot here, so let's call not that one I jumped in, because it will tell me that is damaged. Yeah, it's damaged, so yeah, now so I will go and get the proper ship. Remember, I have no protection on my exosuit, so don't run around in hazardous environment too long. So my ship here is all normal, all fine and happy. My exosuit a little bit naked. However, this is a good time to actually put it on again. So if you are tired of life, yeah, good timing. I will say you're welcome to try. I might laugh at you when you die, but that's not personal. I like your optimism, and that's cool. But just think about it. Now I might be waiting for you for your jump. Yeah, that's a good question. That's actually a good question. No, it would even mean you had to make sure that you were in the right place at the right time, etc., etc. Yeah, no, I didn't actually look at them. I just put them on as I had them, so that's a fair point. So, we are actually ready to rumble again. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I can't be bothered. I don't do settlements. So this planet is radioactive. So
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
the good thing is I really haven't wasted any money on this, so that's good. But that doesn't mean I can't make a little bit more money. Just do some scanning. Yeah, that's fine. I'm in a new. No, I mean it is. I feel it's too stationary for the game, but and that is my opinion. And anyone having other opinions, follow your own. I mean, my argument is this game is made for traveling around among 256 galaxies, or 55, which is available for everyone. And then they give you something where you are actually bound to get back to it all the time and do stuff. It's not my cup of tea. I do prefer that you can keep the game moving as you feel like. And again, I have heard, yeah, but you make bases. Yeah, but I don't stay in my bases. I have my bases to have reference points to get back to if I want to. And maybe farm some plants or something else, but that's not even my prime objective with them. It is just to have transportation points, waypoints for my travels. So, wonder what language they speak in this galaxy. Oh, English. Okay, there's two fishing. It's actually offering me a lot of money to catch fish. That's okay. Yes, it does. And if you look game development wise, it makes absolutely sense, because the amount of money you can actually have in your account is a hard-coded maximum. So the game actually don't want you to reach that and sit there. You can't have more than 4.2 billion units. Well, a little bit more, but 4.2 billion is yeah. And when you reach that, every money you earn just disappears. I've been there. Most of curiosity.
Product received.
If you're in negative, you pay it out of your units. It's always been like that. I lost all my money when I started with settlements, and I thought this could be a good idea, until I started getting annoyed. I was located in one place and I lost all my money. Well, I had a minus of 2 million. I don't know if it was per day or whatever it was, but I lost those money. Please let me know if I'm wrong. So you're not losing money on your... What's the point then to have plus and minus? Yeah, well, I don't know if that has changed at some point. There has been updates to settlements a couple of times, so it might have changed. I'll just leave it alone. But I do know the crafting thing. That's not new though. But yeah, well, I don't know. I might be wrong, and if I am, then I'm very sorry I gave you wrong information. But I do know I lost money. Honestly. Because I was in a shitty situation where I actually didn't have a lot of money, and it kept going down to 0. But as I said, it might have been changed. I kind of could understand if it fucked some people over, so. No, I mean, when they introduced the oh, what's it called? The exocraft, which is robotic. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I don't have any of them. Yeah, the miniature. When that was introduced, we were kind of forced to do a settlement to get that up and running, the first one. And yeah, that I did, and I didn't actually speculate because that was one of my saves with loads of money on. So yeah, it's the Taste of Metal mission line. That's actually quite good to go through. If you haven't done so. But you don't have to anymore, so that's no, that's fine. I actually haven't built it on this one, but it is very useful, and I can tell you why at some point. Yeah, that's true. The ship I have right now, that's a Sentinel Interceptor, which is a little bit different from normal ones. I like ships which looks a little bit different. This is how it looks. It's only A class, so that's Yeah, well, I like ships which looks a little bit different than normal. So it's a little bit warm here. I'm just waiting until the storm disappears. I really don't want to get myself into trouble just for fishing. For some reason I only have 2. I don't know why that... You planning to be naughty? Oh dear. Well, I said to you, and I stand by that. Feel free if you want to. But I bloody don't want to hear you cry. Where was the water? It was down there. Good. Well, the thing is, Antipod, you have seen me fight, so you can try to find my weaknesses. I shouldn't be laughing, should I? You did get that I told you that Wicked has 150 saves with Permadeath on, didn't you? I don't think I'm even exaggerating on that. Well, the good thing is that it will stay on this save. You will not lose the save unless you delete it on purpose. And there's actually double safety on saving, on deleting save games. So, uh, oh, bless. I would say you should never do something you don't want to do. And Permadeath, you have to know that if you die, you lose everything, including your save game, every stuff you have, which is annoying, but yeah. So, obey rule number 1. If I die now, I lose everything on this save. Not everything I have, but on other saves, but this save is lost. That's the price for Permadeath. Death is final. And that's why so many people ask, oh, how far in are you on your Permadeath? But that doesn't really matter. You just know you have to not die. Yeah, every other save you have will still be there, but that one you're playing on is gone if you die. Of course it does. And you might even take an extra beer or an extra glass of wine, but yeah, that's human. Damn. Oh, I put all these up here. Jesus. I should have sorted that out before I started doing anything else. Yeah, no, you're right. It's how it is. And then some of us is even so crazy we do challenges on Permadeath. That's much worse. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Wicked, he's just a baby. Oh, no, I shouldn't mock people. That's not fair. What? What are you doing? Ugh. No, you're not. We have all started somewhere. And I will be the first to admit, when I started playing, I had trouble surviving the first half hour. And it took me quite a bit to actually decode what I had to do. But from there on, it was onwards and outwards. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Yeah, no, I think for me it was crossing that barrier because I, I didn't feel I was good enough to the game to actually do it, but the thing is, when you get the basics, then you can only build on it. You're correct, but first of all, in No Man's Sky, it is actually one of the best communities there is out there. Everyone is very, very helpful. You might get the odd troll, but apart from that, um, a little bit of trolling is probably the worst you can encounter. Um, the community is great, and remember, when you choose to play multiplayer, the only place where you play with a lot of players is on expeditions, and that's again, it's what you choose to engage or not engage with them. You don't have to. I have only once on an expedition been annoyed because someone kept killing that bloody thing I needed to kill, but I mean, we all had the same objective, so yeah, I kind of understood why he did it, but it was just annoying. So what about the other one? Yeah, that's again how it is. But I was what the fuck? Oh yeah. I would say I'm back tomorrow, but that would be Anno tomorrow and Tuesday. So but thank you for watching, and thank you for your contribution to be in the chat with us and being active. No worries. Always happy to help where we can. Yeah, that's a good point. Stay safe, be safe. It's actually quite a nice planet visually. I just didn't like the hot storm. Yeah, that was a little bit of a problem. I didn't have any either. Yeah, it was Jenny who asked for if anyone had living pearls. None of us had. And she was actually asking you, Wicked, but you had gone off. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know if she managed to get them somehow, but both Tiger and I were absolutely with no specimens in stock. Yeah, but it's something I don't tend to stock because normally if I need them I go and pick them up, and it's normally just the amount that I need. So yeah. Shouldn't they give me extra money as I'm a trade lord? Now I can't remember if I actually gone through these. I must have. Okay, we have come into a new galaxy, and I will of course slowly move towards the center, but I'm going to see if I can find a good planet to make a base on in this, so I can easily get to it. But maybe not too far out. So do I need that? Not that I know of. A black hole, so we can start moving a little bit into the galaxy. So if I was doing galaxy jumping, then I would start looking for a portal, and then just portal to close to the center, and kind of just go away from the galaxy. So this is side mission that comes up, and they will always come up when you go to a new galaxy. if you haven't done them. I'm not forced to do them. I would kind of wish you could take them off. No, oh, I will do them later. Let me re-engage them when I want to. But yeah, that's how it is. Or we could just do them and then they're gone. To be honest, it's not overly important. So at this point I primarily look if there's something I can use. And by use I mean something like modules or slots that is useful, but I don't want to kill Sentinel quads. I'm not geared very well up yet, so yeah, someone told me that even with minimal, it will be a struggle to have enough to do it, but I don't know if it's true. I have never calculated myself, so that actually starting running down on tritium on my ship. That's not a great situation. So either I will need to go and farm some or buy some, whatever. Okay, if that's true, then it should be fine. Yeah, you can still warp to it, even if you only have that, so that's actually true. That's actually true. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's oh, that's an interesting multi-tool. So I can't get any more slots on my exosuit. It is filled out, so that's actually okay. How do you get it down to 4 per base? And then there's the question again, is the wires counted or not? Because I think someone found out that wires, because they're free, is not counted, or I don't know. I'm beyond my actually fully. Okay. Well, theoretically, you are well within the limits then, so that's. It's going to be boring bases, but it's still possible. No. Then you have to. Here's a planet for your one of your gig database dance clubs.